Well, we're here now with The Legal Answer, a segment that runs twice a month here on Studio 10, brought to you by the Sinas Dramis Law Firm. And today, joining us this week is Stephen. Sinas, how are you this afternoon?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited to have you here again today because I know that for over 70 years, Sinas Dramis Law Firm has provided representation all throughout Michigan to people who have been injured or killed in a car accident. But today I want to discuss with you how exactly it works when injured people or their loved ones contact your law firm after an accident like this occurs. So, Stephen, let's dive into this process step by step for us. Stephen, I know that your law firm offers an initial free consultation for people who are suffering a personal injury. But talk to us about how this works for those who are injured or they're killed in a motor vehicle accident.
Well, first of all, it's free consultation, which means that we're not going to charge you to call our firm if you've been injured or you've lost a loved one in a motor vehicle crash. What we're trying to do is make people feel comfortable reaching out to us, knowing that there's no charge to do so. And our main goal is to inform them of their legal rights so that they can make their best decisions about who they want to have represent them and how they should proceed with any type of legal action.
And I think that's so important to know from the beginning, because when you're going through such a traumatic accident like that, I would say, you know, the first time I've been in a car accident too myself, and I don't know who's the first person to call,
right.
But it's nice to know that you guys are here to walk us through that very first step from the beginning.
And we don't want anybody to feel intimidated, like they can't reach out to us and just explain what's going on. We'll guide them through the process as best we can.
That's awesome. So when we do make that first phone call, what's some of the information that we need to have ready on hand with us?
Well, we don't want to burden anybody with gathering too much information. They should just call us if they need to, you know, talk to a law firm. But it's really helpful if they have their insurance information, their insurance declaration page, which is that one sheet that summarizes the coverages you've bought on your own auto insurance. Okay. That's extremely helpful to have on hand. And any other information they have about the accident, whether it's a traffic crash report, any other documentation they've received from their insurance company, just really any information they have helps us better guide them through the process.
That's good. So I think it's good after the accident happens, we kind of take a step back. We kind of gather our thoughts, gather our papers, all that information, so we have that readily available too.
And then we can request more and more information if we end up pursuing the representation. So no pressure on people to get all the documentation.
So Stephen, after we have that initial phone conversation with you and we do choose to move forward with Sinas Dramis Law Firm, how do people actually hire you? What does that process look like?
Well, after you've met with us and after you feel comfortable with us and after you better understand your legal rights, then you have to make a decision about what law firm you're going to hire. And if you feel comfortable going with us, you have to sign a retention agreement. There's an option to hire us on an hourly basis, but we also offer the contingency fee approach. And you hear a lot of advertisements from law firms saying that they offer this special deal where there's no fee unless they make a recovery for you. That's actually just part of Michigan law when it comes to a contingency fee. And what it says is that we don't get paid a fee unless we recover you money. And so people have to go over the fee agreement with us. It's pretty straightforward. And once they sign that agreement, we can then officially act on their behalf.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, there are some circumstances where the person who was injured or in the car accident, they're unable to actually reach out to you on their own behalf.
Right. Can
a family or a friend, are they able to give you guys that first initial call and move forward with this on their behalf?
Absolutely. When it comes to wrongful death cases, obviously the person is no longer with us, so their family does have to reach out to us. If people are injured, it's totally understandable that they aren't in a position to really talk to law firms. So we encourage families to have their loved ones reach out to us, and they just need to have authority to talk and sign papers on behalf of the injured person if it comes down to that. But by all means, family members can reach out to us and talk to us about their loved one's rights.
Okay, well, this is awesome, Stephen. Thank you so much for breaking down all this information, because like I said, when you're in a car accident, this is such a traumatic event, and unfortunately, sometimes it ends in a different circumstance, but it's nice to know that we're able to contact you and you can walk us through each of these steps little by little. And when we need more information, how can we contact you?
SinasDramis.com, and what we ultimately hope is that while we can't change what happened to people, we can make it easier for them going forward, at least with their legal rights and their insurance benefits.
All right, well, thank you so much. And of course, you can find all this information that we just spoke about, plus more, on our WILX website. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.